this one, but yeah, it's got a stain there.
We found so many bangers in here. This is possibly our best resale shop yet. Less than 10 quid for this red Ralph puffer. It recently sold, remade. Alright, boom, Vlog Marley. Back again. This week we took a trip to North London, Tottenham to be specific, for a vintage kilo sale. Hopefully you caught last week's video. I hit up 3 different charity shops in the Croydon area, and trust me, it was a mix of the good, the bad, and the downright dusty when it comes to finding gems to resell. If you ain't seen it yet, check that one out after this one. So as I mentioned, today I'm in Tottenham for a kilo sale. Now, if you've never been to a kilo sale before, or you don't even know what it is, let me break it down real quick for you. It's not your average charity shop setup. You're buying vintage or pre-loved clothing by weight, £20 per kilo in this case. So imagine grabbing a few lightweight tracky bottoms or vintage retro tees. You could walk out with a bag full of eBay and vintage value for reselling. And if you've got the eye, trust me, that's half the game. You can come up on serious gems. Levi 501s, Tommy Hilfiger hoodies, Ralph Lauren shirts, you name it. All the bits flying off eBay and vintage right now. So we set off from South London and made the trip to Tottenham. I say we, talking the wife and the baby. It was about an hour and 20 minutes, which ain't too bad for a Sunday. Weather was on point, summer vibes, crossed Tower Bridge. We then parked up, short walk to the venue. Although I see myself back on camera, yeah, I've got to hit leg day harder, man. Legs moving like jelly. Anyway, the event was set up in a big open unit, and as soon as we stepped inside, I knew it was going to be a good one. Massive space, rails for days, vintage gear from wall to wall. You could practically smell the potential the moment you walked in. We grabbed the £3 VIP ticket, so I was in from about 10 AM. Now heads up, it's no returns, no refunds, so once you buy, it's yours. And to be fair, it was pretty busy in there. Rails on rails, people everywhere, a few flying elbows, but that's part of the thrill. And as soon as I got in, I was straight to the thick of it. First rail, I could see the potential. First up, we have this no-brainer, Ralph Lauren Polo Puffer Vest, which is bold, red, clean, minimal, and lightweight. And as you can see, it retails at huge rates on eBay. This one's second-hand and a bit worn, so we knew we weren't going to get anywhere near the top-end prices, but still managed to flip it for a solid £35. Considering we picked it up for under a tenner, we got a vintage yellow and black Adidas tracksuit top, classic stripes, size large, proper retro. Adidas originals always move if the design is right. Condition's good, and from what I can see, no major flaws. However, I have been caught out in the past. That's how it goes. Anyway, eBay sellers got it listed for about £40, and I could pick this up for under a tenner. I'm looking at a solid flip here. Now this is what we call proper heavyweight flips. A Burberry light brown puffer vest. That classic Nova check on one side and clean light brown on the other. But here's the issue. There's a massive rip by the left-hand pocket, which you can't see. And that alone makes it a no-go. Straight up unsellable in that condition. You've got a vintage champion tee with the OG script logo. Size up like a medium, which ain't great, but nah. But it's clean white, proper old school steez. Condition looks relatively good, can't see any fading on the writing, and could list for up to, I see $40, but what's that, what, £30? Not bad for that. Now you've got the Calvin Klein jeans crew neck sweater, it's in a small, which ain't great, but has that bold font, blue colorway, which is proper eye-catching. Condition's good, but looks a little washed out. This can retail for up to £20, which is alright. Not gonna make a great deal, but I will definitely still be in profit for this solid flip on eBay. I've got a Tommy Hilfiger, a classic navy with clean white zip and the signature logo hit on the chest. Size is small, which is not good. However, the condition is proper. I could buy this again for under a tenner, which is awesome. And then we got areas, we got a Tommy Hilfiger vintage 90s tee with the made in USA with a big box logo. This is proper pre-owned piece. Very nice. Size is a bit on the small side, but these always move because of the Y2K wave we get at the moment. Reselling for 40 plus. So if I scoop it for under a tenner, yeah, that is straight strong profit. Puma vintage style windbreaker, blue and white, extra large. This is actually one of our listings. Now while it's got the classic 90s shell suit vibe, truth is, these vintage Puma windbreakers aren't moving like they used to. Back in the 2010s they were flying, but now not quite the same demand. Still should bring in a small profit once it sells. Honestly, this place was a madness. Clothes everywhere. Rails on rails packed with tees, polos, knits, jeans, leathers, vintage gems just waiting to be clocked. And at one point I headed upstairs and it was just as wild. There was this Betty Boo statue waving from above, random. The deeper I went, the more there was. One side felt like organised chaos, and the other side literally just chaos. Random piles, bins of hangers, bags stacked like a stockroom, rails of denim and patterned shirts. It felt like every corner had something tucked away. So I was checking everything, labels, sizes, conditions. I'll need about a day to be able to go through it all. It weren't just a browse and go. This was one of those dig deep, get stuck in jobs. I definitely put a shift in that time. Okay, that's another one wrapped up. From the moment I walked in, it was wall-to-wall vintage. Rails were packed, people everywhere, and you can literally get lost trying to find gems in that place. The thing is, not everything's a winner. There was a lot of duds in there, i.e. whether that be the condition of the clothing, whether it be out of trend. Definitely came away with bags of knowledge and clothing for flipping. Big up to Goldsmith Vintage for putting on such an event. That's probably our best reseller event we've attended so far. Let me know in the comments, would you try one of these? And don't forget to like, subscribe and hit the bell for more thrift missions, resale flips and chaos on the rails. Yeah, like that. Next vid is going to be a proper good one also. Stay tuned for that. Vlog Marley out. Catch you on the next vid. Safe.